Okay, most of these are field points. This is 52 yards from my crossbow stand. I don't know how well it will come in with the sun, but 52 yards. And the lower right leg, or I'm sorry, the back leg, I guess, my right, is the Saber Maxx, and it has a lighted luminoc, and this was sighted in at dead center of the lungs, and as I pulled the trigger I saw the Saber Maxx whistling through the wind, and as you can see it's roughly over a 2-foot drop. It's about 12 inches down, 12 inches low, and about 2 foot 20 inches to the right. And my other two lighted luminocs that you can see, the first one was a Rage chisel tip. They're both actually Rage chisel tips. I held that lower one on my sight at approximately 47 yards because that's how my field points shoot. They shoot a little high, even though we're 52 yards. So my first one inherently was low, but pretty much dead on center-wise. And my second luminoc, I was aiming about 4 inches to the right and about 2 inches high. And you can see where that one came in. So straight out of the box, the Rage chisel tips shot as expected, close to a field point. And my Saber Maxx did not. So that's telling me here when deer season starts in a couple weeks, we will not be using the Saber Maxx. It is a vicious hole that thing puts through a deer, but unfortunately it doesn't fly very accurate. At least out of a 10-point ultra light compound crossbow. Okay. Here's a view from my range stand. I'm shooting the Shadow Ultralight 10-point bow. And here were the Saber Maxx broadheads, which looks absolutely wicked. But as far as this demonstration, it looks like I cannot rely on the accuracy of these. They do fly all over the place. Here are the Rage chisel tips or expandable broadheads, and I will shoot. These are the same arrows, bolts that I pulled out of the target, so we can get kind of a comparison, make sure it's not my bolts. One is a new bolt, the other one, the vanes were destroyed, but we'll kind of zoom in. That's what we're looking at down here. It's roughly 52 yards from where we are. And my block there is 35 yards. Doing the Saber Maxx Part 2 video. I've shot 4 Saber Maxx broadheads. All of them using Headhunter arrows. Most of them with OmniNock 10-point nocks, one with a lighted luminoc. I was aiming obviously at the lung area, and you can see I'm not even, I think the closest arrow is roughly 16 to 18 inches. They range from 16 to 24 inches off a target. This is roughly 52 yards. And now I'm going to attempt to take the same arrows, except for the one that broke through this leg. That looks like the vanes have completely been annihilated. I will attempt to use the same arrows, putting the Rage expandable broadheads, and see what kind of grouping we get. Okay, here are the 4 shots with the Rage expandable broadheads. This is the first time this year that I've shot my Rage broadheads. So this is practice and exploration. So with my field points, I'm pretty dead on to the lung shot at 52 yards. These Rage looks like fly a little low compared to where I normally hold for my field points. However, they're all within, you know, a 4 to 5 inch spread, except for the top one, which is in vertical alignment to where I was aiming, just a little high. So I pulled down a little bit and got the 3 close. So a far cry from the massive wound. Notice that is a vicious wound from the Saber maxx. So is the one in the leg and the one in the other leg, but they were wildly from being true to these Rage chisel tips. Obviously I need to spend a little bit of time practicing with these before I go hunting, but I will say that they are far more accurate. I couldn't even get the Saber maxx, you know, roughly 2 foot from where I was aiming. So sticking with the expandables for now. Here's my second grouping of using the Rage expandable broadheads from 52 yards. Shot 1 and 2 are the lower 2, and as I started sighting in, they're roughly 4 to 5 inches low, maybe 6 inches low, and the other 2 are kind of right on.